Well, good morning. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you live this morning from the Blaylock Bunker or the Blaylock Abode, whatever you want to call it. It's a beautiful day here in North Carolina, beautiful fall day. We're not going to get even out of the 60s today, so I'm enjoying and loving this fall weather. Today, this morning, we're going to be continuing boxing from North Carolina in the BunkerBoxing League, a 32-man double elimination tournament for the championship of the BunkerBoxing League. Again, is a double elimination tournament. We're now into the second round, and we are now down into the losers bracket where these bouts will be win or go home, lose, and you're out. So that's where we're set today. And we're excited to be continuing on in this bout. There's been some exciting fights. If you haven't had a chance to catch some of those, I hope you will go into my channel and look at what's been going on through these bouts. This morning, our bout is going to be between one of the Russian brothers. It's going to be Vitili Klitschko. He's a 19th seeded fighter, and losing his first bout, knocking him down into this losers bracket. And he's going to be going against the 30th ranked George Chuvalo. Should be an exciting fight. I expect it to go all 10 rounds because simply George Chuvalo will not go down. He's a very tough fighter that you're not going to get him off his feet. It's going to take a lot to knock him down and knock him out. Klitschko does punch with power, as he is a 6 in his power rating, an 8 when his opponent is stunned. He is a 9-star fighter, while Chuvalo is an 8. So Klitschko will have the advantage there in the number of ring general stars. He will have that advantage. Again, his power is 6 and 8. His chin knockdown is a 1, and he will stun 2 to 4. And his chin KO is 2. So he doesn't go down very easy either. So that's going to make for an exciting fight. His will is a 3. Now he will cut, and he will cut very easily at an 11. Both fighters cut easily, and he fouls at a 3. Our judge today is Arthur Mercanti Sr., our referee, excuse me, and he calls it straight, so there will be no adjustments on the fouls or the will checks. Klitschko does have the headhunter trait. That means his outside punches can't be blocked. So when he's fighting from the outside, when he's leading off, fighting alone and not head-to-head, his outside punches will not be blocked by Chuvalo. And that's easy to say when we will look at the defensive card of George Chuvalo. That would not happen anyhow. Klitschko is more accurate from the outside, That's why he has that headhunter trait. He's 0 to 49 from the outside. On the inside, he's 0 to 44. So he's less than 50% accuracy either way. He does defend fairly well. From 1 to 3, he'll be taking away a punch, and on a roll of 4, he'll be taking away 2 punches. But he just defends from 1 to 4, and he will counter from 1 to 5. Now the tail of the tape for George Chuvalo. Chuvalo has good power as well. His power is 5 and 7 when his opponent is fatigued or stunned. His chin knockdown is 1, and he will stun 2 to 3. His chin KO is a 1, so he's going to be very tough to get off his feet. especially tough to knock out. And his will is a 2, so his will rating is low as well. He cuts at a 9, so we've got both fighters cutting very easily, and he fouls at an 8, so he will get a little dirty if he needs to. Now his accuracy is not good. He is best on the inside, 0 to 48, so he matches up somewhat with Klitschko's outside rating. But on the outside, he lands poorly, 0 to 35, so he'll only land 35% of his punches from the outside. So he'll want to get inside and bang away on Klitschko. His defense, poor, is the only way I can say it, because his defense, 1 to 3, he's going to add a punch, and 4 to 5, he's going to add 2 punches. So the headhunter trait for Klitschko really doesn't even come into play with Chuvalo. He does not block anything. He just bangs away. His counter, he will counter, but just 1 to 3. He will throw hooks. So he won't counter well either. So this fight, tell the tape, should go to Klitschko, but George Chuvalo is one tough individual, so it's going to be difficult to take him out. And one significant trait is stamina. Klitschko does not have good stamina. He's a 70 in a 10-round bout, while Chuvalo is 90. So he has that advantage that he's got the better lungs, better stamina, and it probably will have to come into effect because Klitschko should land more punches in this bout. Career-wise, Klitschko had 45 wins with 2 losses, and 41 of those by knockout. Chuvalo was 73 wins, 18 losses, and 2 draws with 64 knockouts. So Chuvalo had a very extensive career, fought a lot of fights, saw a lot of action, and took a lot of beatings. But that's the tale of the tape. Again, our referee is Arthur McCanty Sr. Our judge for this bout will be Judge John Keene, Stan Christodoulou, and Larry Rosadilla. Now, they all judge it straight according to the Glory Days Boxing judges chart. There will be no adjustments there, but there will be, I'm going to make sure I'm getting this right, for John Keene and Larry Rosadilla, they will judge with the impact bias. What that means, if a fighter stuns an opponent and lands more punches in the round, the judge automatically gives him the round 10 to 9. And if he knocks down a fighter, 10 to 8. So that's the tale of the tape. Each fighter has got their instructions from their corners. They've met center ring, Arthur McCanty Sr. giving them their final instructions. They touch gloves. The bell rings as the dice roll. 1 and a 5, and this fight starts out. It'll be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Klitschko leading off from the outside, 31 from the outside. Wicked 3-punch combo as he lands 3 punches, 2 to the body and 1 to the head of George Chuvalo. Chuvalo looks to answer back, but he misses as we go to the 240 mark here in the round. 6 and 4. We'll see Klitschko on the offensive from the outside, 67 from the outside. He misses. Chuvalo does indeed counter back with 2 hooks, going heavy to the body of Klitschko. As we go to the 220 mark here in the round, 5 and 6. Again, toe-to-toe. This time, Chuvalo from the inside, 45 from the inside. A wild hook follows an uppercut as he lands 2 punches. Klitschko looks to answer back with a 40 from the inside. And he snaps a jab, followed by a cross. 2 punches landed. And there will be a cut check on George Chuvalo. And he will be cut here in the very first round. What will that cut be? He has a gash over his left eye. So already in the first round, we see a bad gash over the eye of George Chuvalo. And we are going to have to do a roll to see if this fight is going to be stopped. Roll of 1 to 4, and this fight will be stopped in the very first round with this gash over the left eye. And the fight is over. The fight has been called here in the very first round because of a cut George Chuvalo. It'll be a TKO because of cuts as Vitili Klitschko lands a hard right cross to the eye, the left eye of George Chuvalo, and this fight is over. We had said both of them cut very easily. Cuts at 11 and cutting at 9. George Chuvalo had a gash over his eye, and ref Arthur McCanty Sr. stepped in, and this gash was too bad. And this fight is over. How unfortunate for George Chuvalo that his paper skin got him out of here so early in round number 1. And this was stopped let's see, when was the stoppage? 34 seconds into the round. This fight is over with a gash over the eye of George Chuvalo. And folks, that's just the way how the punches land and how the punches fall. So that was quick. I hope you enjoyed that. I was not expecting a 13-minute bout, with most of that being taken up by introductions. And that's it. But that's boxing, folks. So everyone have a great day. Hope you enjoy the day that God has given us. God bless.